Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Coming live from Fiber Heart, children of God. Just so you know, you need to read the description of the show before you come on here. It's a wide variety of topics from time to time, and I don't always describe or define what's going on. Second, I am fully incompetent, so if you're having issues following me, just maybe try the subtitles. It might be able to bit together some of my words between drool, dribble, and incoherent speech. So we're going to discuss the court briefly. So they're doing it still very unprofessionally. The actual murderer rapist gets to go to the physical court. Why, how, or did they even get a hold of my medical records? No one's looked into that, the one against us, and the prosecuting attorney. And Dr. Rudy's done nothing but dribble and act like he doesn't know anything that we've said for the last 7 months, which was that I was fully competent to stand trial. There's doctors in on it. Severe corruption. I was being muted out. I wasn't talking over the judge. It was that they talked in a circle for 20-30 minutes, and we had established that my last doctor, and we don't know why we got into doctors, we've literally thought the cognitive test was so that there was proof that I was cognitive, not to send me to a cognitive test to prove that I was incompetent, but I was not in agreement with it from the beginning because I knew that it was a trap. And this is the other thing, is that if I'm incompetent, you have no video footage or audio recordings of me threatening people. And so now you're saying that I'm incompetent to stand trial. So if I was incompetent to begin with, how did this even go through to this point? Plus, on top of that, you have attempted rape, attempted murder numerous times for the last several years. This was just the grand finale. That means the sheriff or someone okayed this abuse. And you simply didn't kill me, and I didn't die again in jail. This was the worst you've done to me with the drugging and stuff. You guys are really disturbing, and I don't foresee it getting fixed because it's so dark and ugly. So there's a Nigerian cop, a Nigerian doctor. There's an emergency room doctor in on this stuff with the girls. I don't know the extent of it specifically. I wasn't in jail because they drugged me 3 or 4 days in. I was incoherent. They wanted me not capable with the magistrate. She threatened me over a Zoom type thing. Then I wasn't capable. And then they were lying to my husband and saying things like $100,000 bond. Hanging the phone up on him, wouldn't take me to the hospital. I mean, you guys, this is so disturbing and disgusting on so many levels that it's really the lowest of the low. So Al's in there like cross talking while the judge is talking, and like laughing, like kind of like laugh, like it's fun, for him. So we're going to do Amos real quick. I think I had the chapter 5. My one Bible breaks things down better. This one into sections. And then I had it on when Jesus is doing the healings, chapter 5. Just going back and forth because I hadn't marked Amos. Although it looks like I wasn't. I'm not even really ready for the reading. But the one thing that stood out was Amos chapter 8. Let me look in here real quick. Anyways, the reason they're doing this, there would be so many police and so many leaders and all of the above in so much trouble. Not just for me, but what they're allowing to go on. And it's going on in the emergency room too. So everyone they bring into the emergency room, how do I know this? Because whatever pill they had me on, I was like, couldn't stop being thirsty. What it was gonna do is it was gonna shut down my already damaged liver and stuff, or kidneys. They usually aim for the kidneys on people that they want offed if they're in like a hospital or anything. So like whistleblowers, things like that, usually they, whatever poisons and stuff, well, most poisons, they shuns down the kidneys, or it can go straight to the heart or whatever. But a slow death, more unidentifiable, as it targets organs in the body, the more vulnerable ones that have to work efficiently to detox the body. And so once the poison can, if this is someone being poisoned, to kill them, so then therefore it will kind of start at the, honestly, at the lower part of the body and work its way up and kill the person. So the best, you got to quickly, when you know you're not feeling right, sometimes it's too late, but if you feel like if you're in tune with your body, you're going to feel off if you've had any kind of contamination. And it could be from any wide variety of reasons. If we were to all test the air quality in anywhere from suburban, near an hour, say you're an hour outside of a city, major city, we're in the middle of where, say we're almost an hour south of Toledo, of Detroit, and then we're closer to Toledo, that industrial area, and then we're also close to Cleveland and Chicago. So we're going to look at Amos 8. And like, I hate to start going back through testimonies, but I might have to. Someone would say, no, you don't have to. No, I do. Because if you've had this kind of thing after you for decades, and it's within your own government and your own state, and then when you leave the state, you find out it's within the federal, that it doesn't matter what state you go to. And then therefore chances are it wouldn't matter what country I went to, the same stuff would happen. Vision of the summer fruit. Alright, so too much blabbered trappers for 8 minutes. But I believe what we're going to do is read chapter 8 of Amos. And very quickly, it was supposed to be inequality in John. Equality. Yes. Chapter 5, Jesus starts speaking of equality. Jesus breaks the Sabbath. Equality with God and nature is verse 17 of chapter 5. Verse 19 down, and then 22, and then witness of John the Baptist, we're at 31. I'm not organized enough, So just so everyone knows, we had to pay, we have a bond still. I'm still on bond. We had to pay $50 a week we got behind on bills, and for a bond, for me paying for almost being killed. And this man actually harassed us before we bought the house, but we thought it was a fluke. And maybe because the house had been empty, he was just a little bit spooked at first, but I actually got a really bad feeling about him from the get-go. But here we are. So, and I guess I just shouldn't have been going outside or trying to walk my dogs or mow the grass or enjoy our property at all. Shame on me. So there was just a certain point after his threats, mail tampering, vandalism, throwing things in the yard to potentially hurt me and the dogs, like big, dangerous, like metal, old rusty things hidden in the grass, things like that. Hate mail, disguised as township letter. I mean, I'm going to forget everything. Called the DNR on us. Numerous cops, lied to all the cops. They all got paid off. And actually, the man that got all this through did 10 years in prison for drugging underage girls. He used to go by the name of, if I have this 100%, which granted I only got a brief time with finding this information, and I was not able to get back into the resources again, was his real name would be a Raymond Allen Begley, and the state government was willing to help Raymond Allen Begley change his name to Alan Ray Bagley, and they changed B-E to B-A in his last name. So just so you know, that's what Michigan protects. And I think I'm just going to end it there for the day because I'm getting frustrated. So why don't you read Amos 5 and John 5 and Amos 8. And then we'll reconvene maybe next week or so. So I have court next week. It'll be the same phone number for those that are interested. If they're blocking out of court, telling you can't attend court or anything like that, you need to report that to the state of Michigan, from Monroe County, Michigan. Nobody can be locked out of court or not have access to video footage and reports of crimes. That's community. The community is allowed to have access to that. It's so that we can hold our. It's so that we can keep track of our government, but nobody does in Michigan because people are very scared of Michigan government and police, rightfully so. Have a good one.